I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I feel like Captain America, Steve Rogers, has the best trilogy in the MCU, hands down. That's just my opinion, but we're gonna talk about it. First of all, I don't think it's crazy to say that these three Captain America movies are some of the best movies the MCU has to offer. Amazing stories, amazing action, amazing characters, and they all flow in the grand scheme of things. But the main thing I love about these movies is just seeing Steve's journey in general, right? First, of course, we got to talk about Captain America the First Avenger, a solid origin story, as we all know. In this movie, I see Steve as nothing more than a Boy Scout. Point blank, period, that's what he is. Steve is an all-American man. He's gonna fight for his country to the end. He's always gonna defend it. He never go against the government. This is what he knows and loves. When it comes to them stars and stripes, he's behind it 100%. But then we get to Captain America the Winter Soldier, and that is where things start to shift for him. It's in this movie where Steve realizes that the country he's been fighting for is not what it seems. When it comes to S.H.I.E.L.D. and the government in general, he found out that Hydra was running the scene. And it's specifically when he was talking to that doctor Russian guy on the computer screens. He was telling Cap, like, yeah, all the wars, catastrophes, propagandas, all that going on around the world, yeah, we were doing that. And you can see how that bothers Steve a bit. He's like, wow, the country I've been fighting for and defending has been the ones causing the BS. And we see it all wrap up in Civil War. And the one scene in this film where I feel like it perfectly wraps up and sums up Cap's story to that point was when they were sitting around the table talking about the Sokovia Accords. And this when Tony and all of them talking about signing the Accords, and Steve was telling them, nah, I'm not signing it. Basically, he told them, I experienced firsthand what really goes on behind the scenes when it comes to S.H.I.E.L.D., America, all that. It was when he said, people have agendas and agendas change. And it's like, we know why Steve is saying this, and we know why he's standing on business so hard about it, because we've seen it in the Winter Soldier. We seen him realize and find out just how corrupt everything is around him. You cannot blame him for not wanting to sign the Sokovia Accords. And it's so interesting because if this was Cap from the first movie, he probably would have signed them. I'm gonna be real. And it's because of that we see Steve Rogers, Captain America, become a fugitive. And it's because of those reasons that I feel like Steve has the best story in the MCU, personally. Seeing who he was in the beginning to who he became by the end, that's one hell of a story.